The Jasper County Sheriff's Office found a unique way to solve a burglary: DNA evidence. Texas collects DNA from anyone arrested for a felony, and it's often used, as you know, to solve sexual assaults and murders. Tonight, KFDM's Taylor Justice reports how persistence and technology led to 3 suspects nearly 3 years after an elderly woman's home was ransacked.
On October 25, 2022, Jasper County deputies were called to a reported burglary at a home in Kirbyville. What they found was devastating.
Broke a window, broke the back door lock to get out. They just dumped every drawer and cabinet out looking for things.
The home was torn apart from top to bottom, and copper ripped from rooms, AC units, and a water well, leaving the place with no electricity or running water. The homeowner, Jane Smith, who is now 90 years old, was staying with her daughter and son-in-law near Houston for medical treatment and testing.
Hard to understand why someone would do that to another person, especially her. You know, she's pretty vulnerable and doesn't have a lot of things in the beginning, and a lot of it was more sentimental things that may have been taken.
Among the mess, investigators were able to collect a critical clue: DNA. Samples were taken at the scene and sent off to a crime lab for testing.
Investigators processed the scene and found several drink containers within the home that the overseers of the home stated were not left there by any of them, so presumably left by the suspects.
Nearly 3 years later, the wait paid off. Jasper County investigator Carly Cherry says CODIS returned hits on 3 suspects: 52-year-old Donald Parrish, 62-year-old Charles Chaneyworth, and 40-year-old Jeremiah Castleberry. DNA samples were taken from Chaneyworth and Parrish, who were both already incarcerated at the time. It was compared to the DNA found at the scene, proving to be a match.
Warrants were issued for Jeremiah Castleberry, who is still currently incarcerated, Charles Chaneyworth, who had been released on parole, I believe, in July. And I was able to coordinate with parole and Athens Police Department and get him taken into custody. And then Donald Parrish, who we took into custody in Kirbyville.
Jane thanks the Jasper County Sheriff's Office for not giving up on her case. Reporting in Jasper County, I'm Taylor Justice.